Morning YouTube, Blash Media LLC coming back at you again. It is Tuesday the 5th. It's about 10 o'clock right now. So got the car registered yesterday. It's all legal to drive. So I drove this vehicle to work this morning. It's going to be sunny for the next week here in Portland, Oregon. And my sister just sold her car, so I gave her the Civic to drive to work. And so I took this car thinking I'm not driving this in the rain at all until I get the tires fixed. So this is perfect sunlight. I get to walk around the car a little more, and B is for Build is right. I mean, there's no thread in the back whatsoever. So yeah, that's going to be changed. And then I did notice that when he got in an accident, a part of this is sheared off. Let me see if I can better. So I think what happened was it hit this, but that's no big deal. These are gonna get ruined anyway. Got a little curb, just a little curb rash, just a little. So I was driving today. As you guys know from the previous video, this is holding the hood down because of the latch. It's not latching properly. So I was driving. I wasn't going too fast just because I want to make sure I understand the vehicle first before I actually go ahead and start giving it throttle. Last night I did take it out for a little peel, and I'm in first gear. I took off. The back wheels didn't spin, which is really weird to me, but maybe I didn't give it enough throttle before I released the clutch. But it was pulling. I mean, it pulled me back in my seat. I don't know what they did to this engine before, Chris, but it's super powerful. I don't remember my G35 being the way it was. But today I am going to do just to tighten this down, because I'm driving at 55 miles an hour and I can literally see the hood starting to go up. I mean, I was so scared. So what's the best way to tie down the hood? Zip ties. But before I go ahead and put the zip ties on, I'm going to go ahead and check the oil level and just check out the engine bay. I haven't even looked at the engine bay yet, so B is for build. The rod to hold this up was very loose, so I actually just went ahead and took it off. So I see the new control arm. That looks nice. So how am I going to do this? I'll be right back. I gotta find something. So I found a stick from the doggy daycare to hold this up. I don't think that's safe. Alright, let's check the oil. So the oil is very dirty and very low. So I have I believe a half a quart laying around. I'm just gonna throw it in there, and in my next video I'm actually gonna do an oil change on this puppy. Let me go ahead and check the other fluids, and I'll be right back. B is for build, Chris. Thank you for the coolant. So it turns out this isn't coolant, it's just water, but it will do. I'll do a complete flush of the coolant as well. Chris, thanks for the build not bought tag that came with the car. It's kind of funny because I did buy it, I didn't build it, but I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, let's take a look at the engine bay. Alright, let's take a look at the engine bay. So here is the engine bay. I just poured some water in there. Yeah, this is definitely a Boost for Build vehicle. I mean, half of my radiator support is missing. There's a new control arm thing that he put in. It looks kind of nice. So here it is, kind of dirty, but oil definitely needs to be changed. It's one, dirty and very low. Other than that, drove it to work today, scared the hell out of me, but luckily there's no rain, and Chris is right, there's no thread in the tires. Other than that, besides the oil being low and dirty and coolant being pretty low, little manufactured overflow tank that he has, I'm assuming this is okay for now. But other than that, it's gonna be a drift car. You know, if this thing craps out on me and breaks, I'm out $2,000, it's no big deal. But so I'm probably gonna take this out for a drift later tonight when I get home, possibly find a parking lot where there's no people there. So now that the fluid is all checked and I know what I need to do, it's time to zip tie this down as much as I can. And so I'm gonna zip tie at a couple of points, and I'm also going to use a bungee cord to tie in the middle, but also keep it as a safety. That way if these fail, I have that. This morning that's the only thing I had for security, and I literally saw the hood starting to slowly rise, but and I didn't bungee cord it too tight, but I'm definitely going to do it right before I leave work today. So I got to find where I can zip tie to. I'm gonna need to get some more zip ties. So what I went ahead and did was I zip tied to the harness. I know it's not on metal, but I mean this is pretty tight. Sorry about the dogs in the back. So I didn't tighten it yet, and I'm tightening it on this, which these two welds failed. However, this one too, but this one's tight. So same thing over here is I looped it around the harness. And then same thing. Those are the only points where I can grab and secure. And I'm also going to do one more here for security. And then if all three fail, then I have the bungee cord that I'm going to strap right here to the main. Chris's weld seem pretty tight, so I don't think. So I kind of have security all around. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down. Alright, so I got all that tightened down. I was going to cut these, but I'm going to go ahead and leave them out. I feel like it's kind of funny. Zip tie. That's the perfect definition for this vehicle. Just zip ties everywhere. So I got it all tightened down. I tightened these differently. So I have this one looped in, and I have this one. I mean I'm pulling up as hard as I can. So I don't think it should be going anywhere. I do feel like you won't be able to see, but this harness did pull up, so I don't think it'll be that big of a problem, but this is just a temporary fix until I can get this hood straightened out. And kind of looks like a real hood now. Lines up like that, but hey, it's gonna be a drift missile, so what can you do? This is perfect. I love how this is already cut out, because if I'm gonna do an angle kit, I know I won't be rubbing against the fenders. So yeah, the reason why I bought this vehicle, I know it's a piece of junk, I'm not planning to flip it or anything. It's just a drift missile. I mean, if I tap something, break something, it's already bad. So if anything, if I ruin this or this, I can just swap it out. So for now, it's going to be a daily. I'm going to feel very safe driving home today, at least. I can at least go 65 miles an hour down the highway. I gotta remember to start driving slower and remembering that this is lowered. I mean, I scraped pulling in the driveway, scraped that, and that's not even that big of a divot. But hey, it's a drift missile, what can you expect? So this is going to conclude today's video. I do apologize, I noticed in editing that there's a humming noise. There's a furnace in the back, not a furnace, but a HVAC system that was humming, and I do apologize. Again, guys, I am new to this new YouTube world, and I'm learning the ins and outs of editing and recording videos. So Guys, subscribe to Blash Media LLC. Search Blash Media LLC, because for some reason when you type in just Blash Media, it doesn't pull up my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I am gonna go out and drift today. Hopefully my wife and some friends can help me record some videos. I do have a lot more in store. This is just a slow progression. Again, I own a doggy daycare business, so that's going to be my #1 priority. Obviously, this is going to be #2. So when I have free time or we're low, I do want to record videos. So bear with me, guys. And again, I do want to reiterate that this channel is going to be more of a vlog type channel, because out of respect to Chris, I do want to respect him. I don't want to just straight out copy his channel and just do all builds. I'm following my passion, and that's cars, finances, and just being an entrepreneur in general. So I love the support. I want the support, but if you're strictly here for builds, you'd be disappointed, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So like I said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more. I have some more videos in the loop about the vehicle, and also I'm gonna go start more into finances in a little bit. Thank you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Blash Media LLC. Oh, if anybody knows where I can get a banner for my front windshield, I would love to have my name, Blash Media LLC, but in the beginning have the YouTube symbol. So if anybody knows where I can get that, I know I can not manufacture, but go online and create one, but they won't allow me to put the YouTube button in the beginning. So if anybody knows, like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you guys have any tips for me on how you like me to edit my videos, or transitions, or comment. Sorry, the door's about to swing. Pretty windy here in Portland. Thank you all so much. See you soon.